First, there was the Angry Video Game Nerd Show, then Angry Video Game Nerd The Game. Now, introducing for the first time ever, Angry Video Game Nerd The Collectible. We worked with U2s to create the most authentic AVGN vinyl figure possible, so it only made sense to equip him with an arsenal of nerd gear, including his trusty Power Glove and Super Scope, the Fukunami Swear and Scout 9001, and his indestructible Power Pad Cape, just to name a few. And that's not all. You can even win your very own nerd by entering our giveaway. Just click the link in the description or head over to avgn.u2s.com for your chance to win. All you have to do is follow U2s on Twitter, check out their YouTube page, and visit the U2s subreddit to get yourself 3 entries into the contest. It's that easy. Pre-orders open for a limited time only, Friday, June 11th at 12 noon Pacific.
James Rolfe is a hero of mine.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's true. I discovered him by accident. On the Screw Attack page, he did this review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I emailed him, and I'm like, dude, if you're doing anything ever, I want to be involved. Let's go for it! And then he put me in his movie, which was awesome.
So, outer space, huh?
Yep.
And that was perfect because we had this animatronic alien in the movie. Well, there were 3 versions of it. There was one that was like the stunt version that's just foam and we throw it all over, whatever.
That fucking hurt!
Then there was one that like stretched its mouth open. That was all it did. And then we had one that talked and its eyeballs moved. And it was remote control. And it just kind of made sense. I remember like how the idea came because it was so long ago now. But I was like, well, who is very well versed in voicing animatronic green creatures? And I was like, that is perfect.
Yeah, that makes sense. God, I love being a turtle!
I remember when we recorded it, it went really smooth too, because we just brought it to you knowing that you would know how to do it, because we didn't know what we were doing. We were like, okay, we have this footage of this puppet. We want you to somehow sync up with this puppet.
One indescribable, far out, unimaginable, fucked up enigma of nature, way, way, way outside the boundaries of existence.
And I remember all we pretty much did, we just played it for you on the video, and you just went right into the role, and it was cool.
After a while, you get used to how things flap.
Yeah.
Like the turtle movies are it's all flaps. It's really what it's about.
Yeah.
How similar was it?
It's all about flaps. Well, the alien is slightly less articulated. Yeah. Slightly less articulated than the turtles.
Yeah. Depending which turtle movie, I imagine.
Oh, listen, don't go back. Turtles 3, for your information, it's the one where they let me off the leash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there were like all these lines that they're like, we have a flap. Can you come up with something for that, please? Uh-huh. And so like I have a ton of ad libs in it. Oh, now I understand that it's you taught me this actually through that thing, is that these sequels, these movies that this fandom world that we live in. The people who like this stuff don't need very much. Seriously, for a turtle movie, there's not very much that you need to satisfy them. But starting with 3 and going up into Michael Bay world, they took more and more away from what drew people to it in the first place. And you're right. It's like it's just give them what they want, and they will reward you. I mean, I think your movie is a good example of, by the way, you can tell me to shut up.
No, that's cool. That's totally cool.
Right.
I've done these so many times, it helps me so much.
But no, your movie is an example of that, because the people who follow you, who like your channel, who do your thing, I've never heard of a movie project where they raised more money than they wanted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you had a certain budget in mind, and actually your Kickstarter or whatever it was, it was like twice so you were giving your fans what they want, and they rewarded you for it. Yeah, that's a cool thing.
Oh, awesome.
Am I confusing you? Am I making you angry?
No.
You're very hard to read, James. You're very hard to read.
I was thinking of, it's very profound, because then I was like, well, Yeah, it was really refreshing to hear you tell me how extraordinary that was. Because when you take that budget to LA, everybody looks at you like you're crazy. Like, what? You're trying to make this kind of movie with that money? Like, you don't have enough money. Like everybody was like, you just can't do this. This is impossible. Like
everybody who I have shown the movie to, I'm like, the crazy thing about this thing is it is a micro budget movie in which every penny is well spent on screen. I don't know how you got yourself around major effect shots. You got around battle sequences. You created all of these things on no money at all. And again, I hope I'm not making you uncomfortable. I mean, we've all seen the movie, right? Right? It's great. It's all up there.
I should have brought the alien here. I didn't think of it till now, but next time. Because it would have been the first time you'd be able to meet the animatronics.
Yeah, totally. All right, I'm in.
Has anybody ever come to you with like animatronics from Turtles or anything? Like anything that survived maybe? Or
there's a woman named Michelle Ivy. She's arguably the biggest turtle fan on the planet. Yeah, she has a huge collection. I mean, her house.
Oh, like the action figures?
Turtle Museum, yeah. And she has one of the animatronic heads. She managed to. She has that. I think she has like an arm or something. Yeah, she has those things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine they're probably in like different states of deterioration and stuff. Yeah.
A friend of mine did wardrobe stuff, and they were going through the 20th Century Fox wardrobe department and sort of just restocking and writing things down, and they found the suit that Robin Williams wore for Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh yeah.
And there's a skull and cross. It's in a plastic sack, and there's a skull and crossbones on the front going, "Whatever you do, don't open this," because it's real sweaty. You know what I mean? It's a fat suit, basically. The Turtle movies, they had two suits. They had before lunch and after lunch, and one of them was always drying. Yeah, they were losing like 10 pounds of water a day. Yeah, right? That's really gross.
I wonder how porous that is. Like, it's like, I kind of imagine. I mean, I've never seen it in person, but I imagine like a sponge almost.
Yeah. It's like it's like you're wearing a wetsuit, only it's bulky and No, that people always are like, "Did you do the suit work?" And I'm like, "No, that's like exercise. There's really no need to do that."
Just skateboarding and that, and fighting people and stuff.
Right?
That's insane.
In North Carolina, in August.
It was in North Carolina.
They shot it in Wilmington. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you guys have a thing to talk about. I just wanted to come and say hi. Sure. So you finished doing your show. I didn't want to screw everything up, and I did, and I feel horrible.
Oh no, that's totally cool. Yeah, this is a one.
Why are you so laid back? How is it possible? Considering that when I first saw you on television, I'm like, that's my kind of guy. And now I see you here, and I'm like, it's all good, man. It's all fine.
Like, I think the first thing you wrote me was, you say ass a lot.
You say asshole.
I think that was like, boy, you were getting in touch with those like back in the MySpace days, I think too.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Thanks for letting me sit in. I'm gonna let you guys get back to work. Okay. So. James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. Yeah! Thank you. Cool.